Okay, so they told you no. What do you do next? Hey, it's Don Skaggs, again with Empowered Inventing TV, where we try to help you help other people by taking your great innovation, the right opportunity, mixing that with sound wisdom so you can turn them into real things like products and businesses that actually make money. Now, I got a question for you. So they told you no. What are you supposed to do next? You know, every inventor or entrepreneur at one time or another, every single one of us, especially the successful ones, get discouraged. It happens to everybody. Now, it could be from rejection. It could be multiple rejections. You could have just heard that 99th no, and it just really got to you. Or maybe you're just in some kind of a rough patch. You know, there's hundreds of different reasons that you can get discouraged, especially as an inventor or entrepreneur. So I want to talk to you a little bit today about some things to keep in mind if you're going through that sort of thing right now. Now, number one is don't believe the lies that you tell yourself or the lies that someone else tells you. I heard a great story not too long ago. Actually, it was the inspiration behind what I wanted to tell you today, and it was about this guy that he really got kicked in the gut hard. I mean, I told him, you have no business even being here. It was one of those, you walk out of the room and somebody made you feel like you didn't belong there at all. You ever had that happen? I've had that happen. And he just felt like, okay, why am I even trying? So he walks away from that, and he said this great thing. He said, and I believed the lie for about an hour. And that, that happens to all of us. We've all been there. Sometimes we believe it, maybe for about an hour or 2 hours. Now, the bad thing is we keep on believing it. But you kind of got to, okay, it's hit you hard. You got to shake it out of your system, kind of like you've been in a car wreck. Sometimes you're just in a little bit of shock. But don't let other people ultimately determine if you can or can't do something. Don't give other people that permission. Multiple criticisms now sometimes can lead some good tweaks. Now I'm talking about positive criticism. Now you'll be able to sort out the difference. There's this, well, I don't think anybody will buy this because the packaging is this way. Or I don't believe anybody will buy it with this feature, but if they have this other feature over here. So, multiple criticisms, you're getting kind of an aggregate of those things. That might lead to some really good tweaks, some really good pivots with your product or your business. But you know what the other ones are. The things that are like, oh, you're too old to do this, or you're too young to do this. You're too something to do this, or you don't have X, or you don't have Y, or you've got too much of Z. They come up with 100 reasons that just automatically, from what they're saying, from their haughty stance, that they're disqualifying you. Well, don't let other people do that. Don't let other people disqualify you. Look for the reasons behind why you're discouraged. This is another thing to look at. Maybe they did it. Maybe you just did it to yourself. Sometimes we talk to ourselves that way, and that can happen. So look for those reasons why you're discouraged. What's making you feel that way? Look back. Is it something somebody said? Is it what a bunch of people might have said? Bad people that you shouldn't have been hanging around, maybe? Look back and rediscover your why. Look back at and just find out what is my why? Why am I doing this? I always say at the beginning, we help you help other people. If you're trying to help other people, and those people are saying thank you with dollar bills, so you're validating it, it's actually working, then yeah, you've got a why. I'm doing this, I'm helping these people, and these people are helping me back. Now, another thing is know that you can do this. There are people with and this is so true. People with less resources, people with less talent, people with less capabilities have generally done more than you are doing with what you have. Just remember that. There's stories, and I tell a lot of these historical tales of these people that just started with almost nothing. The first one comes to mind is Ron Rice, started in his garage with a garbage can and built a suntan lotion empire, basically. And there's lots of stories like that. People that just struggled and started with nothing. So they may say, well, you don't have enough talent, you don't have enough resources, you don't have enough this, you don't have enough. No, those are the lies you shouldn't listen to. Now, another thing is, do you have an outside force that could be discouraging you? Now look and see if it has nothing to do with your desire to bring your idea to life. So look and see. Does it have anything to do with your desire to bring this to life? Does it make that big of a difference? Is it something from the outside, or is it something from the inside? Is it just allowing the minutia of life? Are you allowing the minutia of life to get in the way? I guess that's really what I'm trying to say here. Is are you? Is it something that you can put your arms around and say, okay, yeah, this is something I've got to. This is something significant, and it's happened in my life, and I have to pause. And you press pause, and sometimes you have to do that, and that's okay. But or while you're evaluating, is it something that you just allowed? Is it that minutia of life thing that, well, I just couldn't get to it, so I guess I'll just give up? Or it was something that if you think about it later, you're going to have regrets over, because letting the minutia of life and letting somebody else's or your own drama stop you is going to fill you with regret later. I really could have done that if I'd have really put my mind to it. But no, you have to evaluate that. Look and see whether it has something to do or nothing to do with your desire to really bring this to life, to take it all the way. Another thing, see, has an outside force or person told you that you're just, are they giving you doubts? Are they doing that? Have they told you that something to make you second guess yourself, something to make you doubt yourself? That's probably the best way to put it. So if that's an outside force and it's not a valid source, well, you can. Well, why do you think you could do that? You ever heard that one before? So think about that, and put that in perspective of your desire to bring it to life, to bring your idea to life. So maybe you're just feeling overwhelmed. A lot of times that happens. Now, one of the best ways to not feel overwhelmed is to take this giant thing, because you're looking at this thing, you're looking at it like this, and you're saying, "Oh, I can't do it, Don. This is a big thing I've got to do to accomplish this. There's no way I can do it." Well, of course, there's no way you can do that before breakfast. And that's the way you're looking at it. But if you break it down into small obtainable goals. Well, I can't do all this, but I bet I can do this much today. I'll bet I can do this much this week. I bet I can do this much this month. And all of a sudden it becomes, and then you start adding those. And see, the trick here is to be consistent. So I'm doing this today, and then I'm doing this the next day. And then the next day happens, and okay, I'm going to do this day. And before you know it, a month's passed and you've gotten this far. It can be done. You just have to, you look at it with as obtainable goals, obtainable milestones, and then you look back. Once you've done this consistent, okay, I'm going to do this much, and I'm going to do this much this month. And you look back over those months, and you see, and that becomes your encouragement to give you more progress. And that's how you keep from getting discouraged, by the way, too. Don't listen to outside nonsense. Listen to the good critical stuff and act on it accordingly. But don't let yourself get overwhelmed, and don't tell yourself lies. Don't tell yourself you're not good. I'm not good enough. I can't do it. No, you can. You do have the power to do things. A lot less people, a lot less resources, and a lot less talent have always done more. And there's always somebody out there like that when you look. So anyway, if you're looking to get more involved with good other like-minded people that you need to hang around, check out our website, kyinventors.org. We have online meetings. We're doing 3 different things a month right now, and extra programs, and it is a really, really great way to get in. Just go on the website, find one of these meetings, and register for it. I guarantee you it's going to help you hanging around these people. So anyway, I'm Don Skaggs. This is Empowered Inventing TV. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will look to see you at the next meeting, workshop, maybe one of those online courses, or on the next video.